Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the second episode of the Glow Up podcast. We're here with Niko East.
You're
And yes, sir, today we're going to be interviewing him. I'm 3K Noah, producer of the Glower Collective.
I'm Snowy, producer of the Gold Collective.
So let's get into it.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
So, for the first question, what got you into making music in the first place?
I mean, I can't really remember like exactly. I remember I was like in sophomore year in high school, and I always loved music. Like my whole family's into music. You know what I mean? Like live instruments.
Mm-mm-mm.
So like basically, I wanted to play piano. I played guitar since like middle school, and I wanted to move it to like digital, like laptops and whatnot,
Right.
producing. So with that being said, I was like looking up to like London on the Track and like
yeah.
Zaytoven,
Right.
808 Mafia, and them.
Yes, sir.
So I got a MacBook and started making like some trash ass like garage band beats. I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
cap, like they were so bad, but it just kept me pushing.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that's
You ever
really what
watch, you ever watch some Zaytoven cook-up videos to get you inspired?
the old ones, yeah, bro, for
Yeah, I
sure.
remember those. I
Yeah.
remember those. Yes, sir.
Those are
He had
crazy.
like Cassius J in them.
So, like,
Yeah.
you was making like the kind of same music they was making at the time, like.
Just like imagine that, just way worse.
All right,
Yeah.
just like
Do you
some
think,
trap.
because you said you were playing real instruments beforehand.
For
So
sure. 100.
obviously you know music theory, or a little bit of it at least, right?
A little bit. I don't really know like too much. I know like chords and stuff on the guitar and like somewhat on
Yeah.
piano. Like
Do you,
Mm-mm-mm.
it's like where I can read it.
do you believe that like your experience with the live instruments have like helped you out in your producing, or do you think you don't need
100%.
any 100%?
100%. Yeah.
How come?
Right.
How come that just
As soon as I learned how to work the software,
yeah.
like recording actual live audio into the like to FL or whatever, like it was all up up and up from there, from like the piano to the guitar, because I started making a lot of stuff with those two instruments like
Right.
exactly. So everything after that was just like a little bit. I started learning how to like download drum kits and shit like that. So like
Oh yeah.
it was just you know up.
It's up from there, right?
Hmm.
Because you said you started off making Zaytoven and trap beats, but
Yeah,
now
for sure.
now you're more indulged in the plug and B underground scene. How did that come about? Like, how did you discover the plug and B underground community?
It was weird because you know Texaco, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, that's like a real good friend of mine, and like I was a big fan of him on SoundCloud, and I didn't even know anyone from SoundCloud. I downloaded it and I saw him trending on there from Fake Kicking It,
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
and yeah, I started listening to that song, and then right whenever like I got done listening to it so many times, I was like, fuck it, bro, I'm just gonna hit him up on Twitter. So I hit him up, and he hit me back like a month later or something like that. I sent him some beats. He got on there. He dropped it on his Hellboy mixtape back in November of like 2019, twenty
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
eighteen, or
Right.
something like that. And it was from there, bro. Like I didn't want nothing to do with the SoundCloud scene like at all. It's just I
Yeah.
wanted to produce him, so I produced something that he would get on. I wanted Niko East to be like straight up mainstream. You feel me?
Right.
And he just like he got on, released it, and all of a sudden had people from like Da Vinci hitting me up, from Cash from what I mean, just like all these SoundCloud I've never heard of, and I just started making friends with him, and I hopped in the scene.
Right.
Wow.
So like that's exactly like because like if you would have never like listened to Texaco, you probably would have never gotten to like where you are today
Here.
100%,
in
bro.
this
Yeah,
scene, you know.
never.
That's crazy.
Wow. That's actually crazy.
But I remember like back in like 2019, I remember like that's when I first um heard of you and I heard your music. I was listening to like your beat previews you got on SoundCloud.
Okay.
And the ones I've seen, like the thumbnails, they all seem to feature R. Kelly. So, like musically speaking, would R. Kelly be a big musical inspiration for you?
Yeah, 100%. Just like his old, like early, late '90s, early 2000s stuff.
Mm.
Like it gave me so many like throwback vibes. Like I always loved listening to him. Like my mom used to listen to him a lot. Like my family listened to him. Like who didn't? Back
Yeah,
Yeah.
in
for
the early
real.
2000s, he was always trending. He was always on the billboards,
Yeah.
and his stuff was just so basic but catchy. And that's the thing that I try to aim for. So he's a big inspiration for sure.
Right.
Who would you say is your biggest underground inspiration other than Texaco? Or does anyone inspire you from the underground community that really like you hear their music and you want to push harder to achieve what they have
Prob-
achieved or
Probably my close friend Da Vinci for sure.
Da Vinci? Da
Yeah.
Vinci. Wow.
What about like musically speaking, just not just underground, just who are your biggest inspirations?
I'd say her.
Oh yeah.
She's real fire.
Mm.
For sure, R. Kelly. Like I said, there's not really a lot big mainstreams. Of course, I want to work with them. I want to work with everybody for sure, but it's just not. They don't really inspire me. I'm trying to. Like, I do my best to inspire myself.
Right.
100%.
Okay. Right.
You
So.
create your own sound
Oh yeah.
type
Hundred
shit.
percent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
So I remember like in a while back in DMs, you were telling me that you made that transition from making like plug-in beats to like straight up R&B. So like,
Yeah.
what pushed you to make that change? Like, can you touch up on that?
Well, basically, because I felt like everyone was doing it. Like Plug and B was just like I did it because me, like the love I had for Texco's music and for him himself.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like me and him, like we were on Facetime for hours and shit. Like so basically, I thought everyone was doing it. There's no money to be made here. There was just absolutely nothing going for me for Plug and B, and I went to R&B because no one was doing it.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
that's what I love doing. What I love doing is what everyone else doesn't do.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
That makes you
See your
really like.
mindset.
because
Yeah. No. For real.
yeah, like I love doing what everyone else doesn't do because there's no competition.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if there's no competition, it takes me less time to make it to the top.
Yeah. Okay. That
Right.
makes sense.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like with the YouTube, the plug and B beats are so saturated, man.
Oh yeah, bro.
You search up a
For
plug and
sure,
B
bro.
type
There's so
beat,
many of them. There's thousands of them. There's
Oh
millions
yeah.
of them.
For
there's
real.
hundreds of thousands of plug and you know what? Most of them don't even end up going anywhere, bro. As far as they are, they'd be the best beats on YouTube with 50 views and 2 likes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And it's just sad because you're not going to see this is the main reason why I touched on. A lot of people disagree on me, but to each their own. Like I'm not going to hear like a big artist on a straight YouTube plug and B beat.
Right. Right.
Right.
It's just the way it's a curse. Whenever I produce for other bigger artists and it sounds like a plug and B, it's just because it's different.
Yeah.
It's real smooth. It's way just abstract, real stellar.
I always find your plug-in beat beats always have a little twist to them. They're not just like everybody
Yeah,
else's. And
yeah, for sure.
I've always
Just
found that.
straight up like 100 purities opened and
Damn, going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know your song "Show Me Up" with Lil Tecca?
100%. Yeah,
So that just came out recently. How did you even meet Lil Tecca? Like, how did that go about? How did you even encounter him and talk to him and send him beats out like that?
bro, he dead ass texted me first. Like it
For real.
was,
Damn.
yeah,
That's why I fuck with
it
Tecca,
was,
because he fucks with everyone. Lil
Mm.
Tecca fucks
yeah,
with the
yeah,
underground community.
Mm.
He's
yeah, for sure.
like, some people will blow up or some shit and just never look back on where they came from. Lil Tecca helps out literally everyone and he fucks with everyone. That's why he's so like
For real.
such a good artist, he's a good person.
He's
Bro.
so humble, bro. Like whenever me and him FaceTime, like he's just like, bro, show me up. Like that beat was the best he heard in the past 5 years. And when he told
Damn.
me that, like, yeah, when he told me that, like, I was just like,
Damn.
just in awe. You feel me?
Yeah.
Cause
Because
that
it was just I've never heard someone that big, someone that's hit the Billboard like top five, top
yeah.
six, and then just like say that to me. Like, it's bro, like if someone can say that to someone that just produces to have fun and make some bread, I'm I'm destined,
You're
For real.
blessed. Chosen one.
right?
So, other than meeting
So
him, how was it working with him? Like when it came to like
great,
talking
bro.
and
Like
yeah.
so, yeah. So he texted me whenever he first found the "Show Me Up" beat.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And he told me himself, he's like, how I got it right. I said, I'm pretty sure he basically took it off a Pack song
Yeah.
that
I
we
heard.
had. He just started like looping it and shit.
He just
Oh
took the.
shit.
He just took the little
Yeah.
thing.
Damn.
Did you end up sending him the
Yeah, he just
actual
took
beat
the end of
later?
it. He took the end of it. If you notice, like you hear Pack's version, I have the flute going in the beginning. I have like it's
Yeah.
all like
No,
a
for
weird
real.
transition. Yeah, like and he just took the end of it and looped it. So that's why it's like the same the whole beat. It's funny.
Did you ever
Like
like?
there's no drop. It's just all drop.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever end up sending him the actual full beat?
Yeah, I did, but there was no time to waste. We had to drop it ASAP because
No.
TikTok was,
TikTok was
it
going
was
No,
gonna
dude.
die down.
crazy, bro. They're
Fucking
fiending for that song,
crazy.
bro. Oh my
They
god.
needed
Yeah,
that, bro.
For real. No, for real.
Damn.
yeah. So he texted me first. Like it was weird because like I said, when he first found the beat, the first thing he said was like, "Love your beats." I said, "Appreciate it. We should work more or whatever." He sent me his email, and I started like flooding his shit with beats. And
Yeah.
after that, it was just like a steady friendship. Like we just started texting each other normally and stuff like that. Like
Mm-mm-mm.
we just talked here and there, and then we didn't talk for like months. So this past month he texted me.
Oh, you good, bro?
Oh, did I cut off or what?
No, you good. Yeah,
Yeah,
you good.
you're
Though.
good.
You good. You're
Yeah.
right. Oh.
Oh. Hold up, bro.
A few technical difficulties here.
What was the last thing he said? We can
Um,
just go off that, edit it. Oh yeah, working with Lil Tecca. So
Yeah.
you said you haven't talked in like months, and then
Yeah, I
just,
didn't talk to him for like a couple months, a few months. Like, I didn't like, we didn't check up on each other or whatever. And he hit me up saying like, hey, our shit's blowing up on TikTok.
yeah.
And I was like, for real? Like, I was like, dead ass for. He's just like, I said, send me a link, and he sent me a link just to like one video or like the whole like, how it says like sounds.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
shows all the videos that use that.
Yeah, and it
sound.
shows all the videos that that they used for that song. There was like a lot, and I'm talking about like hundreds of thousands of plays.
100,000.
Like,
God damn.
yeah, and, I mean of likes and shit.
Yeah.
On those certain TikToks and shit. So I was honored, bro, and I was just like, damn, that's crazy. And what else can I say to him? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like
I mean, there's nothing else I had to say to him, just other than like, that's what's up. That shit's crazy. And
Did you-
a week later, I was in the countryside at my ranch, and he was just like, hey, bro, can I show me up on all platforms? And I'm just like, bet. Like, I didn't even care about the money, bro. I didn't care about none of that. I just wanted like this shit
you just want your
deserves
name
it.
out there, bro.
Yeah. Like,
For real.
I didn't really care. So as soon as I said yes, bro, like legit, not even 5 minutes later, his management calls me. You know what I mean? Saying like, hey, we need to get the beat cleared up. We need to do all this stuff with the label and contracts and this shit out of here.
Was that your first experience with management and all of that? And if
No. I mean, I've talked to Zanman. I've talked to Zanman's management. I talked to Zanman himself. I've talked to just like, like a good amount, like Polari. I've talked to a lot of good, big artists. Like Twin Uzi's hit me up. Like he hits me up all the time. We have something in the making right now too.
Okay. Hey, y'all look out
know
for that.
that, know that.
All right.
But how is it working with management? Is it stressful? Is it a pain in the ass? Is it just easy going? What are
Not
your
really,
experiences
because
with
like
that?
my management usually takes care of it all, But when it came to like Tecca, I mean, my management was like basically on my side, just like, bro, I think this is it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
How long have you had
Definitely.
management for?
probably like a year almost. Marty, like he's real humble, bro. He's real straight. Like like we go like like way back from like him used to like buying beats and like buying labs and shit like that. And then all of a sudden he was just like, bro, I'm like real good with money. I'm like a real good accountant and shit like that. And he just wants to give it a try. I said, bet, fuck it.
Would you say management definitely helps you out as an artist to get out there, as a producer to get out there more? Like has your management made that big of a difference? And
Yeah, yeah, for sure. He tells me everything, bro. Like he really pushes it out, promotes it. You know what I mean, and takes care of everything that needs to be taken care of. Like the Nebuchadnezzar thing last night. Like I talked to my management. Got like hit up by Nebu and their management, and they want to put some work into.
Okay.
Right.
Look at that.
uh,
All right. You got a lot of big collabs coming up. We got Twin Uzis,
Yeah,
maybe
for sure,
Nebu,
100%.
all that. All right. So, you have collabs with Zangang, and you were featured on his 90 Slow Jam samples. How was it working with Zangang?
Oh, bro, he's real down to earth, real humble. Like whenever, like me and him first started working, like he just like hit me up just saying, hey, bro. Actually, the first time, like no cap, the first time I actually ever seen Zangang like even talk to me or anything like that, like on a comment, is I released something last year in like 2020. It was like this worship, just it wasn't even a beat. It was just like some gospel shit.
Not for real.
And he put it on the comments. Like someone added him for some reason. I mean, I don't know why. And then he was just like, hey, like this guy's on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then I got on him like in his DMs real quick, just like you know what I mean, like yeah, bro, like appreciate it, whatever. We should work. He sent me his email, his number.
Right.
We'd FaceTime. We would just make hits here and there.
Is that someone you were inspired by?
Nah,
No.
You just fuck with him on a.
yeah, I just fuck with him.
All right.
So I noticed that you don't really get inspired much. You just really keep yourself down to yourself, but you just fuck with everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%, bro.
that's cool.
Like
That's
I love
cool.
everyone that I work with, bro. Like and everyone that listens to my music. For sure, 100%. But it's just like inspiring. Like I have to leave that to myself because like imagine if that one person that inspires you the most just isn't there for you or just isn't there anymore at all.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like you have to make something shake by yourself.
Right.
Fire.
So.
So
Oh, you got it.
sorry. No, you got it, bro.
All right. So you were telling me about labels talking to you, hitting you up. You want to touch a bit on that?
Yeah, for sure. As soon as this whole Tecca thing, went down, like I told him, like, can you tag me, on your wall if you don't mind, of course. If not, it's straight. It's whatever. I'm on 50% of publishing anyways on the contract, so
Which
it
Right.
don't
yeah,
matter.
you get into red and at
So
the end of the day, yeah.
yeah, so he was just like, nah, bro, I got you. You're gonna be on like the descriptions and shit like that, but it's still good. Like he's real humble, bro. Like he tagged me real quick. He tagged me in the videographer, and after that, like I had like Republic, like talking to me,
Jeez.
and yeah, like it was like it's a blessing, bro, for sure. I didn't have like crazy labels, but like I was talking to Republic, I was talking to I really wanted to get in touch with Tekka's, Galactic,
Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
but it's like they're like more of like family, they're more of
Yeah.
like a gang, bro, like, and it's just something that I'm not ready for type shit.
Yeah.
Mm. So
Yeah.
like that beat was made like 2 years ago, something like that. Like, so how do you
Yeah.
feel about people like holding on to old beats because it's old or it's not what I can do? Like, how do you feel about that? Not having the success of a beat that was made so long ago and now blowing up as one of the fastest growing songs right now. How do you feel about
Yeah,
holding back on old beats?
it's weird, bro, because like it's just a weird feeling, You're just like, damn, bro, like I could have made it back then, like,
Yeah.
and then I transition my sound, and it just leaves me confused sometimes because I'm like, I don't know whether to go back to it or to start my, like, what I've been doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I have other artists hitting me up for like that mainstream sound, and that's why I've been gravitating towards, lately.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
So
trying
that's
to
what I just
transition into the mainstream sound, or are you still trying to
no, for
do?
sure I am. Yeah, 100%. Like I'm gonna be R&B 100%. You know what I mean? Known for that wavy lush. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
R&B sound. But when it comes to mainstream, that's where the money's at, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That's where all the placements are at. That's where the billboards are at.
Oh God. Do you
That's
think in
facts.
the future you see yourself with, like you said, you inspired by her? Do you see yourself with like a her or a Summer Walker?
Yeah,
Maybe even a
100%.
Drake
Bro,
placement at one point.
I have some shit on ice for her already, bro.
Gee. Okay. All right. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Do you think, like, in your personal opinion, with working with all these underground artists, so like, do you think the goal of the underground community is to blow up into the mainstream, or how do you view the underground community's like
Yeah,
way of
I
going
believe
about it?
that's the way it is. I believe 100% that's the way it is because me and Texco were talking just about that because they come in waves. You feel me? Like everything comes in waves. Like the, like I don't know how many waves ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, you had Cardi, you had Trippy, you know what I mean? You had Uzi, you had those
Mm.
SoundCloud waves.
Mm-mm-mm.
That one wave of people, and then you had after that you had like Tekka, you had what I mean, and a few others, and then you had like Twin Uzis, you had Summers, you know what I mean? You had like
Silfago, SSG Kobe, all that.
Sofagos now with like
Kobe.
SSG Kobe. You know what I mean? And me Kobe just like talked yesterday too, talking about getting some more shit in.
Gee,
Oh yeah,
okay.
working
So
with
like
everyone.
yeah, for sure. And it's just because like not only the Tekka thing, but because we've been fucking with each other for so long, and I don't know, like I feel like everyone's been just as soon as you do that, mainstream's where it's at. Like whenever Tekka FaceTime, he's all like, bro, like I know this shit's gonna blow, not only because of TikTok. You know what I mean? And I told him that because me and him were kind of worried, low key. We're all just like, bro, everyone's already played it out on TikTok. Like, we just gave each other that energy where it was like, I don't think it's gonna do too good.
Right.
But it's good that you guys dropped it now because you guys dropped it just before it got outplayed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hundred
Because
percent.
things on TikTok gets like replayed millions and millions of times a day. It's
Mm-hmm.
good that
Yeah,
you guys dropped it because I've seen like with other people like Koi Leroy, the little that
right.
little song
Yeah,
like she waited so long to drop it that when
Uh-huh.
she dropped it, no one really cared about it.
For real.
exactly.
So you guys did a smart business play about dropping it on the 6th.
Yeah, like me, bro. He was texting me like because the manager was like, "Oh, I want to drop it." Like the manager was like, "Bro, I think we're gonna drop it like next week."
Right.
And I'm just like, "Oh, bet, bro. Like, well, the more we wait, like, bro, a day's too long when it comes to dropping Show Me Up.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Like,
Like a day's way
yeah,
too long, bro.
like you
Like,
said,
it's just
hundreds of thousands of videos on TikTok. Like, and there's more making right now as you speak. Probably someone's making a video to it right now.
Yeah, actually right
So,
now.
so
yeah.
you really had to just put it out. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, bro. Because like the way we saw it too is that, bro, you look how much money we're losing. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
So do you
people
not
are
get a bag from TikTok?
no, no, not for TikTok. I have like all platforms like from Audio Mac to Snapchat's gonna upload that shit too on like their trending songs.
Oh, that's cool.
Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. You know, the plays on the video and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's been only like a couple days, like a few days, and it's already like 1 million on YouTube, 1 million on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It
we
went
have a lot of
crazy.
sales on YouTube. Like, bro, I'm trying to go platinum for sure.
I think
But you
that
think
definitely is
very
possible.
good possibility,
Yeah.
especially if you continue with the R&B sound.
Oh yeah.
For
You get
sure,
money.
bro. Like 100%. Like I can't. Like the main thing I want to get, bro, is like start off my like collection with plaques, and I want to get a fat ass like platinum plaque on my wall, bro.
Yeah. I just see
Hell
looking at the
yeah.
wall. Like I'm trying to get a plaque on that wall.
Yeah, bro. Just I'm gonna take it everywhere, bro.
Oh yeah.
On the plane, in the
On the
car,
plane,
to the
Bus
drive-through.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You go to McDonald's, say, "I don't pay for this shit. I got a platinum plaque. You pay for it, bitch."
And you go to the
You
mall,
pay
you
for
see a
this.
nice,
Like, I'm
you go to the
not-
mall, you see a nice girl, you say, "Oh yeah, you know I got a platinum plaque." Like you be talking.
Right.
Yeah, get some big hoe bitches, big booty bitches on you just because of the plaque, bro.
Hey,
Just the plaque, bro.
Yeah.
for real.
Nah.
Back to the
Females is-
underground. Would you
Wait,
think?
what's up with females? Wait, hold up. What?
Females are out of the picture right now.
Nah, how come? You don't want a girl that supports you throughout all of this?
I got one, something like that. Yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
good. That's good. You know, hold it
How
down,
how
make sure
important
she
do you think, like a lot of people who make music obviously have girls, right? Because we're not losers and shit. But how do you feel about like your girlfriend supporting you? Do you think like your girlfriend should be playing your songs constantly, always liking your music, commenting? Like, how important is that for a girl to support you through your music? Think you
I
even
feel
care?
like it's important. Like I feel like it is important. You know what I mean? Because like, I mean, it's not like it's gonna change anything. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
you know,
right.
it depends on the guy. You know, if you feel me, it depends on the artist, on the producer. You know what I mean? If they're real, like you can listen to whatever you want to listen to. Like you know, I'm not all like that.
Yeah.
But like me, like whenever I drop something or whenever I show you something, you know, I expect us to vibe at least. You know, and that's
Yeah,
how it
fuck
is.
with it.
You know what I mean? You can tell. Like I mean, I'm a pretty fire ass producer. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know,
Hey, bro, that's
Yeah.
for real. That's for real.
everything I make is a vibe, you know. So like we vibe together. Like bro, whenever she had show me up, she was waiting for it to drop. Like she's gonna be the first one to watch this, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
Fucks
like
with it.
yeah, like you know, she's just real like you know supportive with it. You know, she said I'm gonna have show me up on repeat all day, like on the fucking platforms.
That's what we
cool.
like to
That's
see.
good. That's what we like to see for sure.
Yeah, it's real heartwarming. You feel me?
Okay.
100%.
So yeah, as I was saying,
Yes.
back to the underground. Do you think
Yeah.
you as a producer are kind of like the staple of the R&B sound in the underground community that we have? Do you think you're the go-to
Yeah.
guy when people need R&B?
Yeah. You're the go-to
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. That's
How
real.
long did it take you to get to that point?
Probably about like a couple years.
Mm.
Couple years.
Yeah, like
Ever-
a year and a half tops.
Do you ever have these phases when you're making beats? You're like, "Fuck, I'm ass," or "Fuck, I don't want to do this no more," or
Oh
"Fuck,
yeah,
like,
for sure, bro. As soon as that 808 goes way under and it's just like
yeah,
I just think like I'm ass, and then I just pick it up a couple, and I'm just like I'm a goat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how it is, bro. It's either
Yeah,
we
it's
think we're
really-
goats or we think
Yeah,
we're
as soon as you
ass.
tune
That's
that
how it is.
808, you know we're goats.
Mm-mm-mm.
doing that 808 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So you're in
So,
the.
but yeah, but
Oh, yeah,
with
go
that being said, like I had me and Da Vinci, like we talked a lot, like you know what I mean, on FaceTime a long time ago, like when I first like stepped my foot into SoundCloud because of Texco.
Right.
Like everything was real good. Like we talked a few times, and then Private Joker hit me up, and you know
Oh,
just
yeah.
like everyone that started to do like you know R&B shit, and I just kind of surpassed all that type of shit because I started taking my own lane. You know what I mean? I started working with other
Right.
people, so like it was all I don't know, like it was all just timing, and then all of a sudden people are just like, oh bro, Niko's the one that started this shit with the R&B stuff, bro. He did like Plug and B's always been around. Don't get me wrong. But I'm for sure a stamp. Like I'm for sure like one of the you know
Like goats.
trademarks on SoundCloud R&B for sure. Like one of the because they put like an OG team up of producers, and it was Niko East, Da Vinci, Cash, Nerd Coke. You know what I mean? Just like you know, like
Right.
a little elite tier SoundCloud production list.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Cash, crazy.
So,
When did you first work with Cash?
Like hear about him or like talk to him,
Like work with him, and how did that go? What's
Oh.
your relationship with him?
bro. You know, like everyone knows Cash, bro. He's so positive.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you could shoot him in the foot, bro, and he'd smile.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm so dead ass. Like, you know, he's just so positive. He's great. He's an amazing person to work with.
100%.
That's cool.
Yeah. Bye.
So you are the founder of your music collective, Red Wine.
Yeah, I am.
So tell us about Red Wine and what it's all about.
Red Wine is basically a collective, like a group of producers that just vibe, you know, like R&B.
Mm.
Like that's all we do is like release just straight like R&B hits. You know what I'm saying? From like by ourselves, as in just beats, or like albums or whatever else with artists.
Right.
Like actually, a fun fact about it. It's crazy I brought that up because like red wine, like the tag. Like I don't know if you heard the tag before. It's like wine world and like red wine. You know what I mean?
I don't think I heard that
Like
tag, but
yeah. We barely use it, but we really need to now because this is the reason. Like we have who
Now you
Cash
can
Page
push
is?
your shit in it.
mm.
Put your shit up. Sorry?
You know who
Who?
Cash Page is?
Yes,
I do
yep,
not.
yes, sir. The R&B singer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cash Page is like she was like went like viral on TikTok. Like she's
Hmm.
from Houston. She's like really really good. Like she's really gonna make it like in the music shit.
Oh
Like
yeah,
she's
100%.
blowing up. Well, her voice is the one on our tags. You
Oh,
know
Oh,
what I
for
mean?
real?
Because yeah, like she's on the red wine tags. And the reason why is because like 2 years ago, like I said, like whenever me and Tex go meet like Nichols and Cherry Poem and all that, like around that time I had Twitter and she had like we had basically started talking because I liked her songs like Orange Sweater and love songs, like the ones that blowing up.
On TikTok. I remember Love
And
Songs blew the fuck up on TikTok, bro.
bro, like this is the thing, like it wasn't even blown up at that time. Like it was just mid to
Mm.
everybody. And it's like she's so abstract, so like indie R&B.
Right.
Like it was fire, and I texted her, and she was like, "Me and her just started talking up. We are talking about Lincoln and Houston and everything, making music and shit."
Damn.
And I said, "Hey, I'm making a group of producers soon called Red Wine. It'd be cool if you get on the tags." And she did, and now she blew up. I'm like, "Fuck, bro, I got Cash Page's voice on the Red Wine tags."
Yeah, for
yeah.
real. That's crazy.
100%.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, we're gonna wrap up this interview right after this question.
for
What
sure.
advice would you give to underground producers to make noise in the scene? What did you do different from everyone else to get to the point where you are? And what are you gonna do different from what you're doing right now to go even further? Type shit.
Well, the advice I'd give everyone is just be yourself, 100%. Like I know you hear it like a million times, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you a million times that they're right. Like be yourself,
100%.
because whenever you're yourself, there's no competition, and if there's no competition, you're just gonna make it to the top even faster than them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like I've said before, like the goal isn't to live forever; it's to create something that will.
Yeah, I like that.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
So like that's basically the goal. I'm just gonna keep making hits. We're just gonna keep pushing shit out. We're gonna hit the billboards. We're gonna try to get some platinum plaques on the wall.
Let's go. Hopefully we can do that.
Yeah, for
For
sure, bro.
real,
100%.
for
That's
real.
fire.
All right, guys. Thanks for
Oh, yeah, bro.
watching the Glow Up Podcast, second episode. Today we're interviewing Niko East. Again, I'm 3K Noah.
I'm Snowy. That's
And
Niko. You already know who Niko is.
yes, sir.
And
Yeah.
Make sure to go
Hey.
on all platforms, whatever you got, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, whatever you got. Go and stream Show Me Up by Lil Tecca, produced by Niko East right
bump
here.
that shit. Get it
Bump that
platinum right
shit.
now.
And go check out the rest
Let's
of his
get
music
it.
because he's really talented. Make sure to go check out the rest of his music. All right, I'll see y'all guys on the next episode. One time.
Take care, guys.
All right.